Jai Gurudev children, today we are going to start the second chapter, The Adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond from Moments. This chapter is an interesting story of a mischievous pet monkey. The narrator's grandfather loved animals and he brings home a pet monkey called Toto. The complete story revolves around Toto's constant nuisance and how he gets into trouble with his adventures. Finally, he is sent back to the same place from where he came. Now let me explain you the chapter. The narrator's grandfather was very fond of animals. He bought a monkey from a Tonga driver for ₹5 and named it Toto. First, when the grandfather saw Toto tied up to a feeding trough, he looked very ill and ugly. As the grandfather had his own private zoo with many other animals, he kept the little monkey in it. Toto used his tail as a third hand. He used it to hang from a branch and for scooping up any delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. Toto's presence was kept a secret from grandmother as she did not like animals. It was kept secretly in a little closet. One day, when grandfather was going to Saharanpur to collect his pension, he decided to take Toto along with him as he did not want to leave him at home. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto so that he could not escape. However, he was caught at Saharanpur station by the ticket collector and classified as a dog, so that grandfather had to also pay his fare. Gradually, grandmother accepted Toto in the house and he was put in the stable with Nana, the donkey. But Toto teased Nana so much that Nana never became friends. In winters, Toto had an elaborate bathing ritual and enjoyed bathing with warm water. Due to this, once Toto almost boiled himself alive. A kettle had been kept on the stove for making tea for the family. When nobody was there, he felt the water warm enough for a bath, so he climbed in. As the water kept heating up, he kept hopping in it until grandmother took him out, barely alive. Toto continued his antics by tearing clothes to shreds, breaking plates and other utensils, etc. Toto caused too much loss in the family. Finally, grandfather realized that Toto was not the type of pet to be kept in the house. They could not tolerate him anymore. At last, grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for ₹3 and heaved a sigh of relief. Now let me throw light on the characters in the chapter. First of all, Toto. It is a little red monkey with bright eyes, sparkled with mischief beneath deep-set eyebrows and his pearly white teeth. His smile was too scary to make old ladies afraid. He had hands that looked dried up, his fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail served him as a third hand. Toto received grandfather's sympathy and empathy as he was tied to a feeding trough by the Tonga driver, from whom he was bought where he seemed to be a fish out of water, due to which grandfather bought him for the sum of ₹5. Toto is considered intelligent as he could have escaped from the window by tying the torn pieces of the narrator's blazer into a rope. Toto is a very troublesome and annoying monkey as he didn't let any of his companions to sleep at night at grandfather's private zoo, and he also troubled Nana, the family's pet donkey. Toto loves bathing in warm water in cold winter evenings. During his performance, if anyone laughed at him, his feelings would be hurt, and he would refuse to go on bathing, which shows his sensitive and shy behavior. Toto is very notorious and destructive as he was responsible for frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains and wallpaper. He seemed to be very greedy too as he wanted to pounce on everything he wanted to eat. He is a good imitator as he copied the narrator and his acts. At last, he was sold to the same Tonga driver from whom he was bought, which reveals that he is imperfect to be kept as a pet. In a nutshell, Toto is a playful, restless, naughty and curious monkey. Mischievousness is a prime reason that made him difficult to keep as a pet. Still, His adventures are humorous and makes the readers laugh all the time. Now Grandfather. Grandfather is a lover of animals, so much so that he has his own private zoo. He does not mind spending money in order to get animals and birds, even though this practice involves the risk of annoying his wife. He already has a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, and a squirrel when he spends 5 rupees to buy a baby monkey. He has an appreciative eye for animals. That is why he believes that a tail adds to anyone's good looks. He finds a valid reason to continue keeping pets even if that leads to material loss. He does not mind when Toto destroys a wallpaper and the narrator's school blazer. Instead, he finds it as an act of cleverness. He is a smart man, for he devises various ways of hiding Toto. Foolish behavior annoys Grandfather, so like that of the ticket collector who calls Toto a dog and charges fare for it. Grandfather is both witty and sarcastic because he asks a ticket collector to charge him even for a tortoise that he had carried in his pocket. Grandfather may be a staunch animal lover, but he is also wise. He accepts that it is not possible to keep a destructive animal like Toto as a pet for long. So he sells a monkey back to the Tonga driver even if that incurred him a loss of 2 rupees. His childlike nature endears him both to the narrator and the reader. The grandmother of the author is a very smart lady. She was short-tempered, just opposite of the grandfather. She was very religious and was perfect of her rules.